Hello, everybody. Nelson Virgil here with excelmail.com and discounted.labs.com. I have a pleasure today to have a very good friend of mine, Jody Licatino, Italian name. Um, we have a lot in common. We both have a background in corporate work at Shell Oil. Back in the days, I used to work there too. And then transition into basically optimizing men's health and quality of life. So um, we have a lot in common. He's becoming one of my best friends. So welcome, Jody. How you doing?
Hey, Nelson, I'm doing great. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. I'm so excited, man. I saw I've been following you. I go to your Zoom meetings. By the way, guys, he runs an organization called Thumos USA or Thumos, and it's about optimizing men and men's quality of life, health, mental health, et cetera, et cetera. So this guy is doing a lot of hands-on work that I don't see anybody else doing. But anyways, I went to several of his Zoom meetings with these guys, and and I was very impressed on how you manage and how you actually moderate a bunch of these guys to talk about different issues and get to action items to improve their lives. And then I saw your video from a weekend, the last weekend you did. You get all these guys in a weekend, in a 3-day weekend, in a nice area. And this video really excited me, man, because and I want to share it with everybody. So if you don't mind, I'd like to share it right now. The video you made. It's a homemade video with your cell phone, which actually makes it kind of cool because there's nothing rehearsed about it. But I'm going to share the screen right now and show everybody what I mean with the exciting video that you created after that weekend.
Yeah, great.
There we go.
It's my second Thumos weekend. It's not my last. This is where I find my purpose, my path forward, truth, encouragement, light, tons of love, connection beyond anything I could comprehend. I encourage you to consider it for yourself and for your family.
Thumos is a game changer, y'all. It's an endless source of inspiration, motivation, and direction. Get it?
This weekend has made me a better man, better husband, and a better dad. Best weekend ever.
It's my first Thumos weekend. Best thing I can say is I came here looking for some silence, some peace, some clarity. And I could say life is spiritually, emotionally, physically, and mentally a battlefield. And a Thumos weekend is a suit of armor to put on to go win that battle.
The Thumos weekend allowed me to hit pause on my hectic life, to self-reflect, and to connect with like-minded men.
Thumos has allowed me to get out of the rat race, to look introspectively, to find God in nature, and to connect with good men. Gotta get some.
I checked in to the Thumos weekend insecure and actually not knowing how to connect with other men. And I made transformation and I learned connection with some real men. And I'm excited to see what it plays out going forward.
Thumos is incredible, but even more so, Jody, who is Thumos, is incredible. This guy has incredible power. He can see things in you and draw things out of you that you just can't even imagine. I came to this first Thumos weekend for myself, seeking clarity in my life. And Jody was able to draw the darkness out of me and fill me up with light. Thank you, Jody. It was awesome.
The Thumos Men's Weekend experience has provided an opportunity for me to get out of my day-to-day grind and reconnect with God. When coming out here, I didn't have to even try. It was just available, and I'm eternally grateful for that.
It is my first weekend with Thumos, and I got involved because I wanted to be a better man, a better husband, a better father. What I got out of the weekend was exactly the tools to do that. I really enjoyed being around like-minded men, And this is something that I would recommend for anyone who's looking to optimize themselves.
Thumos Weekend, Jody specifically, has created a valuable tool that I had no idea I needed. I found brotherhood here. I found just so many great, wonderful things I'm going to take home to my family and the future generation. Thank you, Jody.
Came to the weekend with little expectations. I came out fulfilled, great joy in God's country, with beautiful brothers, love, happiness, peace, tranquility. And it's yours to grab. Get it.
I came to the Thumos Weekend to rediscover passion and purpose in my life. Thanks to Jody's leadership and the men that I've been surrounded and influenced by this weekend, I'm going home with just that and a lot more.
I chose to do the Thumos Weekend to find clarity of purpose, to find some peace and some relaxation. But what I found coming here is a group of men and a brotherhood that I can go do battle with. You need to be here. You need to be on the next one. Come taste what we have here.
Just a great experience, huh? So I want to go back and talk to you a little bit about this, Jody. How do you get guys, and they all look like nice guys, right? And obviously they have families, they have busy jobs, busy lives, to come to a weekend and at the end of a weekend feel that way? That's the secret sauce. How you get to people come in with no expectations or few expectations and come out with that joy and that energy that they had?
Yeah, so it's a great question. There's this natural recipe that's just sort of naturally built in, and it's sort of one part good men show up. And when I say good men, not perfect. None of us are perfect, far from it. But good men show up in nature. There's something about nature to get us out of the busyness of life, right? The hectic schedules, everything we have going on, back into nature with intention. And by intention, I'm talking about the agenda, the things we cover. We ultimately cover mind, body, and spirit. We can talk a little bit about that, but that's essentially the recipe.
So do you have like a structure that people go through? Do they have to be actually part of the group before they join you for a weekend? And how do you actually follow up and make sure, because everybody comes out with a lot of energy, right? And a lot of plans, a lot of action items to apply in their lives, in their families, their work. So how do you do that, from taking them from that weekend to actually follow up and make sure they have the support they need?
Yeah, it's a good question. So to answer your question, a man can come straight from off the streets and do one of our weekends. And we love it when that happens. So post weekend, and you saw the video, right? So it's real and it's raw. I one part love it, I one part cringe, right? Because the windstorm happened to happen right when of course we didn't have mics. And maybe there's something to be said for not having a $20,000 production video. My guys tend to like that, and I guess I do as well. So I just love the real and rawness. Look, that's what we're about. We're about bringing out the best in each other. It's authentic, it's real. It's not a corporate setting. It's not business. These men, we can mess up, we can screw up, but we're a brotherhood. We're a mastermind. We have each other's backs. Okay, so the weekend, we go, we do our thing. It's fantastic. Post weekend, here's what happens after weekends. And I developed Thumos to bring out the best in men after doing many other weekends. And I've got a lot of gratitude for those other weekends. And so post weekend, there's a honeymoon effect, as we all know. And so number one, how long do we stay on this high? How long can we ride this wave? Well, hopefully a long time, or as long as possible. So that's one thing. So how do we do that? Well, we bring this all together and keep it going via our weekly Zoom calls. So right now, currently, these are Thursday, 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it's really an injection of sort of inspiration, motivation, mastermind with the guys that are on there. It's just that weekly injection to keep things going. But that's essentially our model. We have our weekends and we have the Zoom call. Many guys have been part of the Zoom calls for 4, 5, 6 months now, and they've yet to do a weekend. So a man can do one or the other, or of course, he can do both.
Well, that's good. And how do people contact you? Website or your Facebook groups or?
Yeah, all the above. So of course, Thumos USA, we're on Facebook, Thumos USA, Optimizing Men. It's what we're here to do. It's what we're excited about. And when we say optimizing men, it's all facets of life. So health and hormones is a big piece, right? But we have what we call these 8 F's. So it's friends, it's focus, it's fun, it's finances, really trying to integrate the men to bring out the best in life. So yes, we're on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and of course, maybe the best and the easiest way to find us is thumosusa.com.
Yeah, I'll have some more of this information in the description on the YouTube video. I really want to encourage everybody, because my challenge has been over the 30 years I've been working in men's health, is the aspects of life that cannot be controlled by hormones. Everybody wants testosterone or thyroid, wherever it is, to fix all the problems. And there are many aspects of life, most of them actually, that have nothing to do with hormones. We can optimize nutrition, health, exercise, hormone levels, and yet a lot of guys still feel they're not their best, energy-wise, even mood, mental clarity, performance. And that's been my challenge, how to go from just how nice your values look on paper to actually a life that reflects those kind of values. And it's very hard to find people that are actually doing hands-on work like you are in a group setting. I know you do coaching too, so that's a one-on-one setting. Not everybody, is comfortable with groups. I was one of them, and that's part of the story to get over, that we all need to connect with other people, men or women. We need to have a brotherhood. We have been isolating ourselves, especially through COVID. We get busy with our lives, with our families, and we don't really develop any new friendships. Or when we are feeling depressed or down, we have nobody to talk to. Or if we do, we are ashamed to talk to anybody because we don't want to be perceived as weak, or like me, I hate people's pity. So it's a support system that we used to have when we were younger. A lot of us, as we get older, lose it and don't maintain it, and we get used to our own, comfort zone. So even people like me that have had, difficult times sometimes in groups. I like to speak to groups, but no, it's something that is limiting us, and somebody that is actually can lead, can manage, and monitor. Because groups are great, but if we don't have a leader that actually moderates them, manages them, obviously things can go wrong. So I appreciate it. I really, when I met you, that was the first thing that stood up for me, is the fact that you are doing hands-on work, unlike me, which I'm doing work for a computer from a YouTube video or my websites. And it's a lot harder. But I think between the optimization of health, nutrition, exercise, hormones, and with the work you do, man, it is a powerful formula. And the missing link is usually that. And I really encourage everybody in my audience to take a look at your work, because even the way you manage those Zoom meetings, I've been impressed. There are usually over like 30 guys there, and everybody gets along, everybody shares, everybody gets out of it. By the time the Zoom meetings are over on Thursday night, everybody's kind of hyped up. That's the only problem. You're feeling so good that you're not ready to go to sleep.
We don't sleep well. We don't get deep sleep on Thursday nights, and that's a whole other conversation. But it's
your
so
wife and your girlfriends, like, they have, man. You're like hyped up at 11 p.m. So that's something that obviously we all manage. But I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to more videos with you to talk about different aspects, those F's that you mentioned. You didn't mention all of them, but and encourage people to click on your website and check you out. Hopefully join your group, and even if they just attend a few Zoom meetings, so they get the feeling of what this is. Some people are afraid of groups. Some people think they're cults or this or religious movement or brainwashing. There's nothing like it in your work. You're very corporate. That's what I like about you. You have a structure, and the guys respect you, and people behave, and there's no bullying or abuse that I perceive. So that's really powerful. So thank you so much again, Jody, and stay tuned because we'll have some more videos with Jody soon, and check his YouTube channel also, Thumos USA. All right, you take care, man. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Appreciate it.